Section 13, all about trial improvements, just one part, it's 13.1, and then we're into the assess, and I might do one question in the assess, so we're looking at two little vids here. Right, trial improvement essentially is solving equations by starting off with the value of x, plugging it into the formula that we're given, or plugging it into the equation, getting an answer, and then adjusting our original entry. So, for example, if I look at question 1b, for example, I'm given a diagram of a square piece of fence. I'll read the story in a minute. And the area is 600 meter squares. It says that Mavis the farmer knows the area of her square fields, but not the length. Use trial and improvements to find the length of the fields and give the answer to 2 decimal places. Alright, well, you may remember from Key Stage 3, we did things like the trial, that is the value of x, and then we did the actual answer, and then we did a comment. You must have the comment. Now I don't know how far this is going to go, but what I'm going to do is construct a table, a bit like that. We may not use all of it, but that's not important. What is important is that we organise our table in a very careful way, and that we won't produce a complete mess in an exam paper where we've got trials and answers all over the place. So we're not even given a starting point here. Well, 10 times 10 is 100, so 10 is not a good place to start, is it? Let's take a look. 20, well, 20 times 20 is 400. 20, well, I'm going to have to use a calculator, obviously, but let's just put it in for, for now. So I'm going to try x equals 20. How do you work out the answer? Well, to find an area, you just multiply this side by this side, so x times x will be 600. So we're trying to work out 20 squared. We know 20 squared is 400. The comment, of course, is it's too small. Now we're supposed to go to 2 decimal places. Oh, that's going to be strange. Right, so 20 is no good. Let's try 21. So 21 squared. You won't get us there in a hurry, but we'll have a look. 21 squared. That's 441. Okay, we're growing. Still too small. Now please don't use dittos. Write it properly. We're going to try 22. So we're going for 22 squared. 484. I suppose we could jump a few really, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it properly and show all my trials. Going to 23. Well, that's 23 times himself. That's squared. Getting there. 529. Still too small. And I'm going to try 24 now. Again, we're going to go into decimal places in due course, but let's just work out where the nearest whole number is. 24 squared. 576. Ooh, that's going to be too small still. We're now going to try 25 squared. I know the answer is 625, I know that. Right, too large, too high, too small, too high. So we should call these smalls really sort of low. Too low and too high. Is that alright? Too small, too big. That's good enough. Right, so where should we go? Well, it's going to be between 24 and 25, this the length of the field here. So let's start with 24.5 first and see what that takes us. 24.5 squared. That comes to 600. Look at this. 600.25. I have to say at the moment it's too high. So I want to go to 24.4. See, I know now it's between 24.5 and 24.4 to bring it down a bit. It's going to be too low, but let's look at it anyway. We're trying to show consistent trials. 24.4 square button equals, yet it's gone way too low. So 595.36, too low. We want 600, as close as we can get it. So that's too low. Right, so now I'm going to go to 2 decimal places. We've got 24.5 and 24.4. Therefore we go like this, 24.45, because that's exactly between 24.50 and 24.40. So we'll start there, then we'll adjust it up and down again. Now I have to admit, for a starter question, it's a little bit involved, so never mind. 24.45 squared. That comes to, haven't got much space to do this, have I? Hope the camera can pick it up okay. Right, 597 spot 80 to, oops, low. Now, therefore, let's take it up a notch. 24.46. Do that now. We're going to square it. Don't feel like a little 2 there. 24.46 squared, and I've got 598.29. Still too low. Try one more. 24.47. Just take it up a little bit more. Take it up by another hundredth. So 24.47 squared. Let's hope the answer fits there. 24.47 squared. Oh, this is crazy. Look at this. 598.78. Still too low. Take it up another little bit here. Yeah. 24.48. Here we go. 24.48 squared. Doing. Look how close this is. 599.27. Too low. Now, last go. Because the last go is going to be 24.49, and the next one after that will be 24.5. And we've got the answer. We know the 24.5 answer is just a little bit too high. Let's see how this one goes. We are trying and we are improving all the time. A trial and improvement. 24.49 squared. Bam, what have we got here? Going to believe this. Look at this. 599.76. That is too low. Now we've got to make a judgment, and I'm going to work up here. So here we go. I've got 24.50 gives us an answer of 600. I better change flavour there. It's going to give us an answer of 600.25, and I've got an answer of 24.49 give us an answer of 599.76. Now we can't do any more trials. We're not going to go to the third decimal place. It specifies 2 decimal places. What we need to do is do a small calculation to see which of these two is nearer to 600. So here I go. I've got 600.25. I'm going to take away the 600, and that will give me 0.25 difference. In other words, I'm only 0.25 above 600. Now I'm going to try this one. So put the 600 first, it's the bigger number. Take away 599.76. Do that on my calculator. 600 take away 599.76. Boom. Look at that. 0.24 difference. Let's just make a conclusion now. Do this in, I don't know, yellow. Here's a conclusion. Therefore, which is closer? It's that one, which was derived from 24.49. Therefore, 24.49 is the best answer, because it gave us an answer that's only 0.24 away from 600, whereas the 2.5, the 24.5 trial gave us an answer that was above by a little bit more. In fact, it was above by 100th more. Okay, so that's it. I think it's a very difficult first go. Maybe I shouldn't have started at 20. I wasn't given a starting point at all, so I wanted to show you just how long these things can get, and hopefully these will be worth 3 or 4 marks in the real deal. But this is really, really important. Doing these steps is really important in order to get a firm conclusion and demonstrate to the examiner you're not actually guessing which one you think is closer, you're showing which one is closer. So we have an absolute difference of 24.49, got an absolute difference of 0.25 as opposed to 0.24. 0.24 wins and therefore is closer to the area that we're requiring. I'll stop the video there because that's going to be a bit long if I do too many in one video. Just take in what I've done, see it several times, and I'll prepare another one in just a few moments.